Would you believe that I went through a whole weekend of capturing footage to find out that it was all in slow motion? I could cry. Ooh, la, 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 la. Ooh, la, 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 la. Ooh, la, la, la. While I am still crying that all of my footage is in slow motion, that's not why we're crying here. We are crying here because it is the day after that we saw the Queen Bee, Beyoncé, in New Orleans for the Renaissance tour. I was just so overwhelmed with emotion and gratitude for being able to experience that tour. It was just something that I didn't even know that I needed to experience. Like, it was just too much for me. And I think I startled Harlow a little bit here because I was doing all the things. I was just so overcome with emotion. I just didn't know what to do. And not only was Beyonce's performance like so inspiring and really life-changing, it just filled me in a way that I needed to be filled. And it just brought tears to my eyes. I could not stop crying. Like, the visuals, the vocals, having everybody there just in celebration, feeling safe, feeling free. It was so beautiful. Like, I sobbed at the concert and still sobbing here. Like, I could not stop crying about it. And I was so grateful for my sister Alicia, because let me tell you guys what happened. I'm not quite sure if this is what I'm talking about here. When footage is filmed in slow motion, there's no audio. So I really don't know what I'm saying here. So we're just gonna wing it. My sister really took this experience to the next level for me. Our original seats were like side view of the stage. Like, I'm gonna put in a picture here because I need you to see what I'm talking about. Side view. So had we stayed there, we would not have gotten the full experience with the visuals and would have been watching Beyonce from the side the whole time. And that just made me so sad. And my sister was like, no, we are changing seats. She literally went on Ticketmaster as we were sitting there and bought us new seats on the floor. On the floor. Do you hear me? Section A. And when I tell you, because if it were left up to me and my pocket, we would have been staying in them side view seats, okay? We would have been staying right there in those seats. But my sister was like, no, this is not happening. We're changing these seats. And to be able to have a sister, a family member, and it can really be anybody for you who is able to do things like that for you, that has the capacity to go above and beyond to make sure that you have the best experience possible. I just couldn't stop crying. I literally hugged her the next day and just sobbed in her shoulder. Like, the theme of this clip here is just sobbing. So Alicia, thank you so much. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I will never forget this experience, and you made it all possible. So still crying, still in disbelief, but so grateful to have been able to see Beyonce and to see it with my girls. It was such a great time. Look at this almost done beat. I was really proud of myself with this beat when it was all said and done. So there is a YouTuber that I watch. Her name is Tamara Renee, and she's based out in Toronto, and you know, fellow Caribbean girly, and I love her down. Been watching her for the longest, and she has this like everyday soft glam look. And she recorded the routine on her page. I'll copy it down below. And so I said, you know, I'm gonna take a stab at it and I'm gonna see if I can do it, because her face is always beat down. Okay, if you go look at her YouTube, if you look at her Instagram, her face is always on point. And I was like, you know, we're similar complexions. I have some of the makeup. I ain't have all of it. Now, you know, we had to make it do what it do with what we had, because we not really trying to go buy no more makeup products, because makeup is super expensive and I have enough already. So we gonna use what we have. You know, back in the day, or still even today, when parents be like, we got something to eat at home, we have makeup at home. So we're trying to use it. And I'm not gonna hold you, I thought I did pretty well. I don't know why I'm patting my forehead so hard like this, but look, we need to pack that makeup on in there, and it's slowly coming together. I was really, really proud. Clearly I was still jamming to Beyonce. Like I could not, I still wasn't over it. Clearly we're still rocking out. We're getting ready to go to the opera and I'm listening to Beyonce. That ought to tell you how amazing that concert was. One thing that I also wanted to mention, that the brushes that I'm using are many years old. At this point, I don't even remember where I got these brushes from. They are just a mixture of brushes from everywhere. Once I get my coin together, I really want to do a whole haul of brand new brushes. But until then, we gonna use these beat brushes. But they're getting the job done. To hit that move from the Beyonce concert right after she does the mute challenge on Energy. I love that cute little bop. And look at the beat. I've never beat my face like this. My face has never looked like this, and I was just too proud of myself. So thank you, Tamara, because you gave the girls the keys to the beat city. Ooh, I was eating. So this is me showing my outfit of the evening, going to the opera. I got this really nice dress from Fashion Nova that came through. Look at those shoulders. Ooh, it's giving creamy. These are some pearls that I got years ago. Don't even remember where I got them from, but look at the face. Oh, I'm just so proud. I was so pretty. It's Saturday. I know there's Sunday fun day, but is there Saturday fun day? Because Saturday was a fun day. We went out to the National Fried Chicken Festival. out on the lakefront. And so this is us trying to figure out what we're doing with our lives because the traffic was insane. So we ended up having to turn around and go all the way to the other side to find some parking. But luckily we found some parking and we're able to just walk right on in. But are these the Gucci dupes? I can't remember. We did say they were somebody's dupes, but they're cute. Y'all think they're cute?
This one thing I want to admit you did. This one thing I know so well. This one thing you did. Been trying to let it go. Trying to keep my eyes closed. Trying to keep it just like before. Times when I never even thought to speak. Don't wanna tell you what it is. Oh wait, it felt so serious. Got me thinking just too much. I wanna shut it out. Hey, and we don't know each other well. So why I keep thinking of myself. Memories just keep ringing bells. And voices I don't wanna understand. My car keeps start jiggling in my hands. My hands are clicking towards your door. It's this one thing that got me tripping. It's this one thing that got me tripping. You did this one thing you so made me feel it. It's this one thing you did. It's this one thing that caught me slipping. It's this one thing I want to admit. You did this one thing I know so weird. It's this one thing you did. Babe, what you did? This one thing that got me tripping. This one thing that got me tripping. You did this one thing you so made me feel it. This one thing you did. This one thing that caught me slipping. This one thing I want to admit. You did this one thing I know so weird. This one thing you did. Babe, what you did? This one thing that got me tripping. This one thing that got me tripping. You did this one thing you so made me feel it. This one thing you did. This one thing that caught me slipping. This one thing I want to admit. You did this one thing I know so weird. This one thing you did.
Okay, and we are back. And you know we have to give our boobie Harlow some love. Hi, boobie. He wasn't feeling it, but that's fine. So a perk of having my sister with me is that she was there to cook for me. And she's trying to look over my produce because I'm really bad at letting stuff go bad in the refrigerator. But we made it work. So she was making us some salmon cakes and look at her just chefing it up, showing off. She was like, oh, can you crack an egg with one hand? Oh, you can't? I can. Look at her, just big time, show off. But that's fine. I'm there to eat, not cook. So I'm gonna play my role, which is not in the kitchen, and sit back and relax and let her do her thing. And look at that. Well, first look at Harlow because he's looking at me real hard, but that's okay. Look at these salmon cakes. Look at these eggs. Look at the little sauce that she gave with the presentation. It just was so good. I said, girl, you don't have to leave. You know you can stay here for as long as you want. She was cooking, she was cleaning. I was just too spoiled. I didn't want her to leave. And of course, you know, we had to give the baby some. So we gave him one of the broken up ones and just chopped it up and put it in his bowl, and he tore it up. He loved it. So you're probably wondering why I'm showing you pills. But we've talked about this. I can't swallow them, especially these. Do you see how big these are? These are out of control, and what makes it worse is that they are zinc pills, which I need. but it's so hard for me to get them down. But I feel like it's easier for me to get them down if I do it with juice as opposed to water, and I have to do all these theatrics to try to get it down, like try to swish it to the side of my mouth, throw my head back, all the things. Like, I just can't do it like a normal adult can, which is why all of my vitamins are gummies. Let's see, did we get it this time? Because we had to try again. We had to spit it out and try again. Did we get it? Nope, didn't get it. I think at this point I had to cut them in half. Sometimes with those zinc pills, I have to cut them in 3s. I'm embarrassed, but we do what we need to do to get them down. Let's see, did it work this time? Come on, Mariah, you can do it. You can do it. Boom, there we go. We got it down. So that was probably the first half, and now we have to come back with the second half. I don't know why I'm like this. I'm pretty sure it's a mental thing. But we haven't overcome that mental thing yet. So we gotta do what we gotta do to get it down. We're good. Boom. So we were taking our vitamins because we were getting ready to go out to the second line, and I was showing my outfit. I got this from Fabletics, and I saw the vision coming together in my head with what this outfit was going to look like. I knew I had my Amazon dupes that I was going to pair with it because the colors match, and I was just too excited. So I was like, let me just go ahead and get dressed so I can show y'all what it's hitting for. And look at the colors, and look at the colors on my skin. This is really why I got the one piece, because I love colors like this because it just looks so good on me. And it was low-key giving a little body yaddy yaddy. Like I told y'all, being here in Louisiana, I've put on a few LBs, but I don't know, this jumpsuit was giving to me. I really enjoyed it with the hair pulled back, and you know, it was cinching the waist a little bit. I thought I was real cute. Honestly, you couldn't tell me anything because I'm not a fashion girly, but when I do something that I think hits, it hits. Well, at least to me it does. That's the fit. We ready to go out the door and to hit the second line. So enjoy some of these New Orleans vibes.